Hello everybody and welcome to today's 20-minute core class. Good. With your last one, you're kicking both of the legs up. You can walk the hands up towards the ankles. I didn't vlog like a whole lot of things this month, and I'm trying not to feel like bad about not vlogging, but I'm also like reflecting back on like last year and the year before when I was vlogging much more frequently and thinking like why I was able to do that, or like why or how, you know, what was going on that like made me feel like I could vlog more and why I wanted to vlog more. And honestly, I think that 2021 and 2022, like I was working really hard to grow my business online and just like grow like my social media presence and like grow on YouTube. And like I was just like really into like sharing as much content as I could. I was in such like a hard grind cycle in 2021 and 2022 that like I think it just came naturally to me to share more and create more and do more. And I feel like this year I am entering into a time of my life where I'm like really able to prioritize what is and what is not important to me on a personal level, but also important to me on a business level. So like I love to share behind the scenes stuff with you guys, but I feel like the last maybe 6 months, like I don't know, like I'm trying to draw the line a little bit more between like my personal life and my work life. So like it's hard for me to want to pick up the camera when I am like living my personal life, but I also in the back of my head know that's the stuff that you guys want to see. Hello everybody and welcome to today's Reformer Pilates class. You're always more than welcome to make things a little bit more fluid, a little bit more dynamic if you see fit or if that makes more sense for you in your body. You know, because I had my like 2-year anniversary of my business in January, I feel like I've been in kind of a period of like reflecting on what has and what hasn't worked in terms of my business and creating content and doing stuff on YouTube. And I think I'm just like getting into a better groove with doing things on YouTube. Like obviously there's been a shift in my content. And if you know that, like if you don't know that, then I don't know where you've been. You're obviously not subscribed to my channel, but like I feel like I like the videos more and I like put more energy into them, and it's like it feeds a different like part of my brain to create more informational based videos. So like I'm liking it, but then I also still get a lot of people that are like, oh, I wish you posted more workouts on YouTube or like things like that. And I understand where people are coming from when they say things like that. Like it's totally coming from a good place, and like I get it. Like I posted a ton of workouts on YouTube for like 2.5 years. I totally understand that like that's what you came to expect, and of course you want more of that. I get that, and that's fine. But I think like we've talked about, like I'm just making an intentional shift this year to focus more on like my actual business and like spending a lot of time to put a lot of free content onto YouTube. It doesn't really help me. And if you watch the video from last week about like my 2-year kind of comparison of business stats, like you saw that I don't really make that much money on YouTube. I think a lot of people, like there's a big misconception. People think that like if you post on YouTube, no matter the amount of subscribers you have, like you make all this money. And it's just like it's not true at all. Like it takes so much time and hard work to be able to even get monetized on YouTube. And then it takes like really consistent high views to make good money. Like if you're posting fitness content, you're not making money unless you're literally Move with Nicole or Heather Robertson or Sydney Cummings. Like you're just not. And like you guys probably don't know this, but like my videos, I don't have any like workout videos over maybe 30,000 views. And I think I probably have 2 with 30,000. And those have only made like maybe $200 over like a 6-month period. Like it's just not it's not enough. It's not enough to like sustain myself. So I get where people are coming from when they ask for more stuff on YouTube, but I don't think that people realize that like this is my full-time job. Like teaching Pilates is my full-time job. Creating content for YouTube is not my full-time job. Teaching Pilates is my full-time job. So I hope people can understand where I'm coming from with that. And I know I get a lot of kind of not so happy messages and comments.
This is the warm-up.
For who?
Ah, jeez.
Yeah, you need to get Wait for me. Well, sorry. With that last one, you can take your right foot down. We'll press back up off of the left hand. And then take your right leg, you're going to bend your knee and pull your foot through between the hands. I'm like at home. Is anyone else like a huge homebody? Tyler went out to a bar to like watch a basketball game today and he's like, oh, do you want to come? I was like, not really. I just kind of want to stay at home and do things, make videos and do that kind of stuff. Is that bad? Should I not be staying at home and working on a weekend? Nah, whatever. Whatever, don't care. Tips of the shoulder blades on the carriage, head, neck, and shoulders lifted. Now we're going to start with the left arm all the way out to straight. Right hand can reach either right to your right butt cheek or a little bit further up from there. I launched Reformer Pilates in my virtual studio. So if you are a Reformer Pilates person, you have a Reformer at home, you can join my my membership that gives you access to the Reformer classes. It's a quarterly membership. You get 8 new Reformer classes every month, and you get access to my mat classes, both live and on demand. And I already have a Reformer on demand library of like 30 classes or so. So you've got a lot to work with if that's what you're looking for and you want to do that at home. I also launched an on demand only option for my membership because I get a lot of questions about that. I decided to do it on a quarterly basis. So it's $75 every 3 months and you get on demand only access because I know a lot of people can't make live classes. So if you'd like to do a little bit more, you pull it back, pull it in, and then press up off of your left forearm. Lower down, reach out and roll forward. Last one, knees above the hips, slide the forearms down, come all the way to the tips of the shoulder blades, hands behind the head. Same deal, you open and lower. I've been really hitting it hard with the walking pad. I think something that I've learned probably pretty recently, but definitely as I've gotten older, is that I have a really difficult time focusing. I think I've always been like this, and I don't know if any of you guys have had this experience where like you're talking to your parent and you're like, oh yeah, I have like such a hard time focusing. I feel like I've always had a hard time focusing. And they're like, what? No, you haven't. Like, no, you've never had that problem. Like, no, I think I did have a hard time focusing. I just think I was doing so much. It kept my brain occupied. But now that I don't have as much structure as I did when I was like in high school, like I can't focus. So I feel like my walking pad really helps me focus. Next month's self-care series, episode 3 video is going to be about like different technology that has been helping me like take better care of myself. So I'm going to talk about the walking pad. I'm going to talk about my Oura ring. I'll probably talk about my Hatch alarm clock. Like what else is technology that I use? Definitely those 3. So if you have any questions about, I know people have questions about the Oura ring. If you have questions about the Oura ring, please leave them in the comments. If you have questions about my walking pad or anything like that, leave those in the comments too. You want to be able to work with yourself. So if you know that 30 minutes is like where you're able to focus and give yourself the time and you can get like anything that you need to get done in those 30 minutes, like you don't need to do more than that. Like you really don't need to. So it's good that you've learned that, and we can, you know, continue to do that. And that way it's like you're not like ever coming to your workout and being like, oh, God, 50 minutes, oh, I don't want to do it. You're like, okay, 30 minutes, like I know it's doable. I know I like to do it. I know I can focus for that amount of time. So it makes it a little bit easier to continue to, you know, to stay consistent with things. It makes it much easier when you're able to work with yourself instead of forcing yourself to do, you know, a lengthy workout that you just don't want to do to begin with. You know, you need to take it one step at a time. And I think too, like with building up new habits, it's like, you don't want to do 10 new habits all at one time, because you're just going to crash and burn. Like you'll do it you'll probably execute like the first week, because you'll be like excited and you're like, yay, these 10 new things I really want to do. I want to get it done. I'm so motivated. And then week 2, it's like, just like nothing happens. So it's building up one habit, feeling like you've got a good hold on it, like you can be flexible with it, you know how to, you know, give and take with that habit, and then adding on. Weeks like that are gonna come up, and it's okay, and you don't have to be like, you know, don't be hard on yourself. Just let it be what it's gonna be. Not every week is going to like be able to be executed exactly how you want it to be. And that's just, you know, that's just life. And you have to take it how you need to take it. And also, like, you know, you don't have to move on vacation if you don't want to move on vacation. Like that's, yeah, no, I see a lot of eye rolls. And I think if I had you guys not on mute, it would just be like, fuck. Like a lot of that. If that is the visual that works, that's the visual we're gonna use. Like you're a wet wash. But hey, I mean, it works for you, and like that's obviously something that like makes sense in your head. So yeah, it's like, it's literally that though. It's, you're right. Wet washcloth, you just curve up and over and then roll forward. Move your knees in a little bit this way, like towards your arms, I'm like this way and then doesn't point. My bad. As always with any arm series, if you want to ditch your weights, you can always ditch your weights. It's just as much fun without. You guys know that. We love a good weightless arm series here. I always want you to focus on really good quality reps. So if you can go this whole time and maintain good quality, you can maintain form, then I love that. Reach the weight up above your chest, roll the shoulders down and back, pressing the backs of the shoulders into your mat. This will be a good seed to plant right now. The next challenge that we're doing is in April. It's gonna start, I think we'll start that first Monday in April. I think it's maybe the 4th, maybe, that sounds about right. It's like the 3rd or 4th of April, I'm not sure. But our next challenge is in April. I've decided it's going to be a Pilates strength reformer on the mat challenge, and it's gonna go for 5 weeks. So like the other challenges, it'll be a 25-day challenge. It'll just extend into May. So keep your eyes out for more information on that as we get closer to the end of the month, because I know a lot of you guys love those formats of classes. I'll do the same thing like I did with the January challenge. I'll put the first 3 classes on YouTube, and then everything after that will be in my virtual studio. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, please let me know down in the comments. Remember, you're awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I will see you in our next video.